everyone. First of all, an incredible thank you for getting up this early on Friday of Davos week. I think it speaks to two things. One, the incredible people to my left, who I can't wait to hear from, and also to the absolute vitalness of the topic that we're talking about. You know, I think I've been covering Silicon Valley for 25 years, and there's only a few times that I've seen a technology breakthrough really capture the imagination the way some of the generative AI tools like ChatGPT and DALL-E have in the last really couple of months. And even folks that work closely in this area, I was talking to one very large tech company CEO, and he's like, look, I pay attention to this stuff. It's my job to know what's coming, and I'm floored by how fast this has moved from one of many AI projects in the labs to, you know, absolutely the topic of conversation. And there's a reason we call these disruptive technologies. This is going to be incredibly disruptive. I don't think that means all the jobs are going away, but I think everyone's job is changing. And obviously, when we talk about AI, we talk about things that people are excited about, and we talk about fears. One of the things I want to do is kind of harness and focus both what do we have to be excited about and what do we have to be afraid. I'm joined by just an incredible panel. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ina Fried, Chief Technology Correspondent at Axios. What I thought to do instead of waste any of our precious time on introductions is just have everyone instead sort of talk about, when we talk about AI and jobs, how do you come at this? What are the first few things that come to mind for you, and that can serve as both an introduction and a starting point for our discussion. So I'd love to start to my left, Lauren.
Thanks. I'm Lauren Woodman. I'm CEO of DataKind, and DataKind is a nonprofit that develops data science and AI for the use in a wide variety of social impact sectors. I look at it from sort of two issues, from two different ways. One, you know, frankly, just having spent a long time working in nonprofits, in education, in policy, and humanitarian response, I worry about the disruption that is potentially coming and whether or not we are training folks to be successful in the next generation. I have no fears of what's going to happen. I mean, the technology progresses, technology can be used for good. I'm an optimist when it comes to those types of things. But the transition periods I always worry about, and are we preparing government, society, community to do that? And are we prepared to help support people through that transition? The other thing I think about a lot is, in the sector in which I work, are we actually helping you know, the organizations that make communities thrive? Are we helping them think about how their work is going to be disrupted and how we deploy these tools against those problems? Because they could be incredibly powerful and incredibly impactful in helping us make progress.
And Mihir, you know, your company kind of bridges two of the areas. You know, when we first started talking about AI, automation, we thought, you know, it was everyone else's jobs they were coming from. And all the folks in this room, we were like, automation's wonderful, it's gonna make my company better. And then all of a sudden we realized, oh, it's, you know, AI is coming for our jobs too, in one sense. Talk about, you're kind of leading the charge on that front. Talk about what you're doing and what your company does, and some of the things that AI is already doing.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Mihir Shukla, CEO and founder, Automation Anywhere. It's a AI and robotic process automation company. We have 5,000 customers in over 90 countries. We today run about 100 million processes with AI, and that is growing double digits every month. So if you think AI is coming, it is already here. So what kind of things that we do that weren't possible before? Maybe that would be a good way to level set it. So if you think about the world, there are about 1 billion knowledge workers. These are the people who are sitting in front of computers, either processing mortgage applications or healthcare claims or supply chain requests. All of us who sit, you know, a considerable amount of time in front of a computer doing our job. And the way many of us do that job is we get the data from emails and everywhere else, and then we have about 18,000 different applications. We input stuff and make some decisions along the way. All of this was not possible to automate because it's just a huge universe of 18,000 applications and too many variations. What has changed in the last many years is with the help of AI and robotic process automation, now software bots are able to operate all applications. They look at an application, there are forms and fields, and they can execute a process end to end. So a mortgage example, a mortgage application that used to take 30 days could now, you feed all the data, it will take all the data, make decisions, type it into all applications, and in 3 minutes, you're done.